Dear Lord Rothschild. Why was it that this letter was sent by the Foreign Secretary to your great-uncle Walter?
Jacob Rothschild, a name synonymous with wealth, power and influence, has long been associated with the creation of Israel. The story behind this connection is both shocking and intriguing, as Lord Rothschild reveals in this exclusive interview. Stay with us till the end of the video to find out all the 4th Baron Rothschild has to say about this in his disturbing interview that has been released. The interview. In November 1917, British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour sent a letter to the second Lord Rothschild expressing the British government's support for a Jewish home in Palestine. This letter, known as the Balfour Declaration, changed the course of history for the Middle East and the Jewish people. The Balfour Declaration, a mere 67 words long, is a document that changed the course of history for the Middle East and the Jewish people. Sent on November 2, 1917 by British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour, it expressed the British government's support for the establishment of a Jewish home in Palestine. But why was this declaration addressed to the Rothschild family? To understand the significance of this choice, we must delve into the historical context of the time. The Zionist movement, which aimed to establish a Jewish homeland, was primarily a movement from Eastern Europe. However, there was no clear leadership or figurehead representing this movement. The British government, recognizing the need for a central address, turned to the Rothschild family. The Rothschilds were a prominent and influential family, known for their immense wealth and connections. They had a long history of involvement in various political and financial affairs. It was believed that their influence and resources made them the ideal recipients of such a declaration. Among the Rothschild family, the second Lord Rothschild, Walter Rothschild, was chosen as the recipient of the Balfour Declaration. Walter was an eccentric and colourful character with a passion for collecting. He had amassed the largest collection of ornithological material in Great Britain, showcasing his wide-ranging interests. However, it was Walter's deep interest in the Zionist cause and his involvement in the early years of the establishment of pioneer communities in Israel. Walter's commitment to the Zionist movement made him a natural ally for the British government in their support for a Jewish homeland. Nevertheless, it is important to note that the Rothschild family was not united in their support for the establishment of a national home in Israel. Some members, like James Rothschild, who'd come from France, believed it was better to assimilate into English life and did not support the idea. Nevertheless, others, like Dorothy de Rothschild, played a critical role in advancing the Zionist cause. Dorothy, from a young age, became instrumental in connecting with the British establishment and facilitating meetings with Zionist leaders. She married her cousin, James Rothschild, at the age of 17 and dedicated her life to advancing the cause of Israel after his death. Dorothy's passion, combined with her ability to navigate the highest echelons of British society, made her an important figure in the Zionist movement. The Balfour Declaration, with its 3 simple words, "Dear Lord Rothschild," marked a turning point in Jewish history. It was a testament to the power and influence of the Rothschild family, as well as their commitment to the Zionist cause. The declaration went through several drafts and compromises before its finalization, but its essence remained the same: a promise of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. The declaration, as Jacob Rothschild went on to reveal in the interview, further expressed the British government's support for the establishment of a Jewish home in Palestine. It was
Our fight is not with guns. Our fight is to wake up people and to make them think. We believe strongly that the state of Israel will come to an end. We have God on our side.
We're in Stamford Hill, a Jewish neighbourhood in North London. We're here to meet the UK branch of the controversial ultra-Orthodox Jews of the Neturei Karta. These guys campaign against Zionism and for the immediate dismantling of the state of Israel. Many find their stance mind-boggling, and they're pretty unpopular, especially among other Jewish people.
They're often labelled as extremists for hanging out with Iran's former president Ahmadinejad and far-right nationalists from Hungary's Jobbik party. I want to find out why the Neturei Karta are so driven by their convictions that they're ready to be alienated by their own people. So when one of their leaders in London invited me into the secretive community, I jumped at the chance.
I think that's him. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Milan.
Yes, my name is Rabbi Beck.
How big is the Neturei Karta here in Stamford Hill?
The fighters against Zionism here in Stamford Hill is several hundred. But people, what they are anti-Zionist, there are thousands here in Stamford Hill.
Zionism is the belief that Jewish people should have their own nation. The movement gathered support through the early 20th century, and the State of Israel was established in 1948 in Palestine. Right from the start, Haredi Jews, known as ultra-Orthodox, voiced their opposition. Not only did they fear the rise of secularism, they also believed Jewish people shouldn't have their own state before the coming of the Messiah. Over time, some ultra-Orthodox groups softened their attitudes, and they began to enjoy the benefits of Israel. Others have maintained their opposition. And on the most radical end of the anti-Zionist spectrum is the Neturei Karta.
I will put in paper in the machine. I don't know how to print out.
Rabbi Beck is keen to get his message out, so he's invited me to tag along on a flyering mission around Stamford Hill.
So is this your friend who's arriving?
Yes.
His protege, Rabbi Blyer, was coming along too.
You have a very nice motorbike.
Oh, thank you.
This is one flower. This is mostly explained why we are against the state of Israel.
Do you find it important to go around and distribute this?
Israeli propaganda is so strong. So obviously we feel obliged to do the opposite.
Sorry if you can see it inside. He will see it here.
So I go at the very back?
Yes, I'm very sorry.
Okay, that's fine. So how do you two know each other?
He was a teacher in school. I was a child in the same school. So I know him already as a kid. He was very famous as a child.
Do you deliver flyers like this to make more and more people aware of your existence?
Not of my existence, of the existence of the Torah. We are the Neturei Karta, guardians of the city. We try to guide people what is the right way in Judaism. Like if the woman going dressed not so modest, or there's some shops where they sell things not in the Jewish style, we call them, look, please stop it. You're not allowed here in our neighborhood. Of course, sometimes they get angry, but they understand that in the end of the day, we are right. If you don't like it, okay, it goes to other places. Nobody forced him to leave here. I feel it for my duty in my life to teach people in the right way.
And what is the right way?
You want me to teach you Judaism in 1 minute?
Can you?
Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay,
A Jew is not a Zionist. That must be your synagogue.
yes. Sometimes here, people coming and they try to take it down.
Really?
Yes, but when I bought one sign, I bought in the same time 5. Because I know sometimes people get angry on us. They rip it off and we have to put it again. You can see also they put here on the door the Star of David. We painted already down, but what we can do.
You have a sign outside that says a Jew is not a Zionist, and you're in a very Jewish area here. Is that seen as controversial?
What it means controversial.
Something that makes people angry?
I can say that this synagogue came under attack a few times. Sometimes thrown stones on the window and I have to replace the window. They don't like what we say. So the only thing what they can say, oh, these are fanatic people, these are extremists.
How come so few people know about you guys?
How often did you see people like me? People like me you can see in the cartoons. But in the media you don't see people like me. So how you expect people to know what is the views of these Jews?
Is it possible to see a bit of the synagogue?
Okay. It's a small synagogue. You have here at least 40, 50 types of books against Zionism in the State of Israel. Here's the Holy Scriptures.
Yeah, what does it say?
Here is just a crown, that means the crown of the Torah. And here is just the beginning of each, the 10 Commandments.
Does the State of Israel break any of the 10 Commandments?
The 6th, don't kill. The 8th, don't steal. The basic of the Jewish religion is to trust God. If God sends us in exile, stay in exile. We have to wait for the coming of Messiah.
So is that why the Neturei Karta believe that Israel is against God?
100%, yes, of course.
The Neturei Karta consider themselves defenders of the faith. So I'm curious to hear what another Jewish movement